It's sophisticated, it's timeless, and it's beautiful. A pencil skirt could become your wardrobe staple and a key factor in your personal style. In this video, I'm going to give you style tips and tools focusing on contrast and illusions. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. A pencil skirt is not just a skirt. We can define a pencil skirt in a few specific ways. Like a pencil, the skirt goes straight down. To what degree the skirt hugs your body is up to how much spandex there is in it. We'll go over the essence of fabric and what it can do for you in a little bit. When you look at a pencil skirt, you see that straight line. There's no flow versus an A-line skirt where it's shaped like an A and it goes out, giving it a ton of movement. A pencil skirt is something that you can master, and it can give such a powerful, sexy, subdued, incredibly classic and timeless look. There's a rule in visual theory that says if you cut something straight in half, it's not as appealing to look at as if you were to cut it into a third or 3/4. This is called the Roman rule of thirds, and it does work incredibly well. In fact, I see some celebrities really follow this, Jennifer Aniston being one of them. When she picks a beautiful pencil skirt, she looks for something that reveals 3/4 of her skin instead of cutting the visual in half at the knee, for example. Wherever your skirt cuts off, the next couple inches of skin are going to be the most highlighted. So for some girls, the length of the skirt is going to be the biggest factor in determining whether you think you like it or not. If you have calves where you don't really think about them, then that's great, and you can probably feel comfortable without following the Roman rule of thirds. However, the beauty of the pencil skirt is that it creates a flowing experience when you look at the visual overall. And if you highlight your calves right above them or at the largest part, it might disrupt the overall essence of the look. Instead of just going for any length, try looking at your lower half in 3 sections and cover either 2/3 or 1/3 well above the knee. When it comes to pairing boots with a skirt, it's generally important that they don't hit the top of the skirt. So there should be space and they should be as tight to your body as possible. And make sure that they match your tights, because part of the value here is creating a really cohesive and flowing look overall. With a shorter skirt, use the Roman rule of thirds, using the length of the boot as 1/3, with 1/3 of skin exposed, and then the other third is with your mini skirt. Generally speaking, the best looks here are not going to be with boots. A really clean looking white sneaker looks amazing with a pencil skirt, or for heels, go with a nude pair to lengthen your legs, or a pair that matches the stockings that you're wearing. The fabrics that you choose, they construct the look. Thicker fabrics, irregardless of what kind of clothing it is, they always carry a more sophisticated and robust elegance to your look, which can sometimes be the exact kind of contrast you need or you want when you're showing more skin. A longer pencil skirt looks great contrasted with like a flowy, thinner material, but if you are wearing a shorter pencil skirt, be careful of the thinner, stretchier fabrics. They always give off an air of casualness, whereas with a shorter skirt, adding an element of casualness just makes it feel even more casual. So to keep the sophistication intact, look for lower spandex fabrics that are thicker and hang off of your body with their own essence to keep the power of the pencil skirt intact. This is important, especially with the shorter skirts, because if you are going for that look, the minute that the fabric is robust enough where it hangs off your body a little bit, it has its own command, and the length of it no longer feels as juvenile, if you will. But when you're going for a longer length skirt, something that has spandex in it is really versatile. One day you can make it casual with a graphic tee and wear it on the weekend, or you can turn around and wear that same skirt with a pair of stockings and a high heel for something more professional or more dramatic. Are you liking this? If you are, give it a thumbs up. When you are wearing that same skirt and you have it as a basic in your closet, you might like this little detail that you can add to it. I just take a lid, like something circular, tuck it into the front side of the skirt, and using an elastic that matches the skirt color, tuck it around that little cap so that you can add some visual detail that makes it look different than the other day you wore it. Anytime you add visual detail to a specific area, it looks bigger. But there's something, it's shapewear, something very cool about this. With clothing on, we wear a bra, right? Think about how it defines the area and adds a little bit of volume, but the point is to add some smoothness so that your natural anatomy isn't necessarily revealed. That's how I think about a little shapewear short like this that has padding for the hips and butt. This can make all the difference, whether you have a pear shape and you feel that your hips go in where your fat kind of collects along the thigh. This can smooth you out. If you have narrow hips, even though rectangles look incredible on their own in a pencil skirt, it's one of the best looks. It's totally valid that you're like, I want some volume and I want some curve. This is going to be an item of shapewear you will love. It is my duty every time I talk about shapewear to mention that Colombian made shapewear is the best. There's a lot of bad shapewear on the market, but the good kind can give you a lot of confidence. I'll link the one that I like below that's made in Colombia. But whatever you do, do not get a bad pair of butt and hip pads because it will look rough, I guarantee you. Pulling together this kind of look depends on what you're going for, but one standardized rule with a pencil skirt, whether you're doing casual or not casual, is keeping the item itself in really good condition. If there's little threads, trim them down. If it needs to be steamed, steam it. Some pencil skirts, I'll link some below, are meant to be workwear friendly, so they don't wrinkle or collect lint or pet hair, which can be helpful, but these little details are really key. And if you see this little cross mark on the back of the skirt, it's meant to be trimmed. This is typical with any kind of suiting. If it's a blazer or a skirt, it's meant to be opened up so that you can walk comfortably. Now, I could do a whole video on fabrics because between the illusion and the essence constructed when you wear certain fabrics, it's its own art in and of itself. Fabric is important. In order to make purchases of clothing items and put together a look that you love and you feel really good about, improving your visual fluency is key. Visual fluency is a tool in fashion and putting your life together, really. And this is important that you look at an item and you have that ability to put it into words, what it is that you see with your vision. This also helps a lot when it comes to looking for things online. This starts with zooming into fabrics and describing the fabric itself. So it's not just a cute black top. The fabric is luminescent in this case. But what's more is the essence of the fabric is airy, so it contrasts really well with a more robust fabric like leather for your pencil skirt. Anytime a fabric doesn't have luminosity, it will absorb light, making the area look smaller. But without shapewear, if you use fabric to create volume, you can do that by picking fabrics that have that luminous quality to them. And when you pair them with a top that has no light reflection, you create more of an hourglass figure. Speaking of fabric, of course, a lot of the time with a pencil skirt, you might want to pair tights with them. I just got a new pair. This is my second pair. I had the first stockings for 6 years and I wore them dozens of times, which makes them a very good investment. Normally stockings rip. These just don't, and they're going to last me like another 5 years. With the top that you pick, the line of the neckline and how straight or curved it is going to create some direction. Softer, more curved lines give a more relaxed feel. And the same goes for the handbag, whether it has really straight lines and is super structured or it's soft and curved. This in particular is going to set the tone for what your outfit feels like to look at. This kind of bag is perfect for this look. I discovered Teddy Blake like a year ago, and these are like designer handmade bags that are made in Italy with incredible leather. And I have been enjoying working with the brand ever since because they are so high quality, but a really good value for the price. I got the Kim bag, which is 9 inches in a croco embossed leather, but it's not crocodile leather. It's just a high quality leather that's been stamped to have the effect. This one goes with like jeans and dresses and, of course, pencil skirts. I'm going to leave a code for some money off and the link for this bag as well as like the website so you can check out all of their styles. If you have questions about this video or any of the content in it, please leave them below. I will answer your questions, and I would love to know what item of clothing you would like to see a video on next. I love doing these deep dives, and I'll see you in my next one. I love you. Bye.